Hello, and welcome to the gym
Locker room.
locker room working
Yeah.
title. We haven't come across with a name for this
Yeah.
podcast yet. It's
Yeah.
me, Asher Griffith Jones, dear
Yep.
info, and I am joined by my dear friend, White Latte Stacey Pansis.
Hello, it's me. Sorry, I'm just closing the doors. What are we here for, actually,
Well, this
Asha? Tell
is
me.
the first. I looked this up. This is the first and only Pokemon podcast currently being recorded and will be online. So go us for tapping into such a niche
Wow.
market. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, go us. Thumbs up from me as well. Wow, we.
Yeah. Thanks for thanks for that, Stacey. We need some finger digits working in positive manners. That's always good fun.
Absolutely.
Brilliant. So the idea that we're looking at is I'm 30 years old, just as of last week. I'm cis, and usually what happens is for cis 30-year-olds that are male, they want to start a podcast. I've been sort of disenfranchised with Pokemon recently. I bought Scarlet. I didn't really play it. I bought Legends of Arceus. I didn't really play it. I haven't played Pokemon for a while. I keep buying them. I keep giving Nintendo money, but I just stop playing it.
Yeah, I guess they hype it up really well, don't they? Though, like they hype up the games really well. They hype up those. There's always the starter reveals, and what do they evolve into and everything. And then once you find out that the designs look really cool, you want to get into it. Yeah, I bought Scarlet, and I'm like, let's get into it. I started. I can't even remember who I started with. Ashley, like, it's been that long since I played Scarlet, and I've promised myself every week I'm gonna finish it. My friends really want me to finish it, but I don't know. I feel like the game itself and the genre itself has expanded. I think the Pokemon Company are trying to take a turn with the franchise. For the better. But I don't know. I guess I'm in the same boat where I feel really disenfranchised with it. And I find myself going back to the older games. You
Well,
know what I mean? Like
that's
it's really,
kind of it.
yeah,
That's what we're going to be doing. So I thought, and I
yeah,
was talking to you about this earlier this week. I was going to say last week, but
yes,
this moved quite quickly. That
yeah.
perhaps a way of getting this joy back into the game, this passion back into being a Pokemon master, actually caring about these fucking little pocket monsters, is maybe starting from the beginning and just like taking it chapter by chapter, or in this case, I thought a good way of just breaking it down is just like gym by gym.
I love it. I love it. I know. I love that concept. Do you know what I mean? I
Well,
love
that's
that
how the game does
concept
it,
because
though, isn't it?
that's how the game does it. It breaks it up into eight, I guess, nine segments. If you want
Nine.
to count post eight gym, you want to do the Elite Four as well. You want to get to the champion.
Ah, yep.
I'd say nine segments of the game. Where you play through it, and then in between, depending on which game you're encountered with the evil organization early on, or you have to deal with them afterwards. Each game sort of deals with that same narrative, but differently. Do you know what I mean? And so,
Yeah.
like, I'm really interested to see, like, as we go gym by gym, episode by episode, how we perceive each game. And, it's also a good way to judge which game, I guess, does this really well, does this narrative or the timeline really well, of how the game transpires.
Okay, so I started with Pokemon Red, because you told me you wanted to do Pokemon Blue. What was your reason behind that, Stacey? Why do you want to do Blue so much? Are you a turtle fan? Do you like little blue turtles? You into
Um,
that?
I like blue turtles. I don't know. I just like the color blue. I guess like the what's it called? The version exclusive as well. Like I don't mind them.
Oh man, I
I
have
I
no idea what the version
I
exclusives are between these two. Do you go into this
all I know
with the
is
information about that?
no. All I know is Spiro. I think is one of the version exclusives, and I still could be wrong. So
Have you come across a Spearow
um,
so far in your game?
I have,
You
I
have?
have,
Okay. Well, I haven't, so
and I
maybe
think
that might be right.
yes. Well, I think Nidoran, the different genders might be version exclusive as well, as
Okay.
far as my knowledge goes. But well, let's start. Well, who was your starter? Who's your
Oh,
starter,
we're
Asher?
jumping right into that. We're going to skip
Let's
the
jump right
preamble with
into it.
Oak. Okay, yeah, sure. So my starter is Coleslaw, the Bulbasaur. Um,
Oh,
so I just want to just have
oh,
this opportunity just to introduce my character. So my character is Gordon Ramsay, or Ramsay for short, because you can't fit Gordon Ramsay in the character limit. And his quest
oh.
in Pokemon Red that I'm playing is to go out through the world and collect a whole bunch of ingredients, see Pokemon, and create the most delicious meal to present to the Elite Four. And so far, out of the three starters you could choose, the only one that really looked like food was Bulbasaur. So a little coleslaw for you. What about yourself?
Wow. That is a really creative narrative. My my character is called Stacy.
Oh,
I'm just playing as myself. But like that in itself is really interesting, right?
mm, mm.
Because whenever I play games where there's an avatar, I always just like to be myself. I always like to be myself. I always like to envision myself in that, video game scenario where I'm the one training up Pokemon, where I'm the one becoming the champion and I'm the most powerful trainer out there. I really like that
You like
part of me, that
imagining that you're a 12-year little
imagination.
boy?
I do, Asher, if you put it like that. If
I
you
know
want to put it
escapism's
like
nice. Life was pretty good when I was
it's
12.
not nice little escapism. So, but you'll never guess what my rival's name is.
Oh, is it Info?
It's Asher.
Oh,
It's you.
okay,
You're my
close, close,
rival because
close.
we're doing this together as well. That's the other thing. We're doing
Stop.
this together, so
I'm
you may as well
I'm
come
your
with me.
stinky little rival. All right. So you're going to be bumping into
Yeah,
me throughout your game. Do you want
absolutely,
to guess who my
absolutely.
rival is?
Oh, Ainsley Harriet. Why not?
Nah, Jamie
Someone
Oliver,
like
mate.
Ainsley.
Jamie Oliver. Or
Oh,
just Oliver.
Jamie Oliver. No
And do you know what
spicy
he
meat,
chose? Do you
mate.
know this bloody chef, this wannabe celebrity chef who thinks he's top shit because he knows how to make 5-minute meals? He chose a bloody Charmander. What can you cook with that? Guy's
Oh, mate.
dreaming, dreaming. What a
It's
fucking
not about what
idiot.
you can
So I'm
cook with it.
channeling a
It's
bit of my Ramsey side.
he could cook with it. He can put a pot over the tail and put
Well,
on a
we'll see what he's
casserole or
cook. We'll see
something.
what he's cooking. I came across him
We'll
later
see what he
in
cooks.
the game, and the addition to his menu didn't give me much hope for his customers at his restaurant for the Elite
Oh,
Four
wow,
moving up. But
wow.
hey, maybe I've got some faith for Jamie. I've got some faith for
But
Mr. Oliver.
I like what you've done though. I like how you're using the game to create your own narrative. It's a nice little quirky way to play it. You know, unlike the escapism route that I've taken.
Hey,
It's
we've
like
got
kill
we've got
me.
to cope in different ways. Some people like to revert to the
Yeah,
12-year-old self.
exactly.
Some people like to revert to celebrity chefs. What that says about one's personality and at home life, that's up
We don't
to
judge.
yeah,
Oh, we don't
that's up to
judge.
you.
No way. We don't judge. But yeah, no, it's the game's slow though. I'm not gonna
Oh
lie.
man,
It's a very
I
slow.
thought I was like, because I said to you, I was like, oh, we can get it done like 15 minutes. Get through to Brock, easy. It's going to
Oh
be
my
a
god.
quick game. My God, there's so much just wheedling back and forth between Pallet Town. So we go through the tall grass after we've talked to everybody because apparently Oak is looking for us, but he's just nowhere in
Hmm.
town. He's not doing a particularly fucking good job of looking for us. He doesn't go to our house. He doesn't call us up. He's not even in the bloody lab. There's 3 houses in this
So
place. He's nowhere.
he's not even in our mother's bedroom. Do you know what I mean?
There's not
Because our
even
mother
a
doesn't even
mother's
have a
bedroom.
bedroom. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Not the best mum, though. I mean, she's taking all her
No.
advice from TV, going on about, like, oh, boys need to leave at this time. That's what the TV said. So maybe it's good that we did leave home and leave her to,
Such a
I don't know,
great
watch
mother.
TV.
I tell you what, I look up
Such a
to
good
my
one.
mum in Pokemon. Yeah. Escapism, right?
Now, they got their priorities sorted, though. Two TVs, one bed, um, a
Fridge? Is there a fridge?
bookcase. No, there's
No, no, no
bookcases
fridge.
filled with, crammed full of Pokemon books. Which is exactly the same thing that says in the lab, crammed full of Pokemon books, and it's the exact same thing that says in in Jamie Oliver's room, or in your game, my room, also crammed full of Pokemon books. Do these people read about anything other than just like the animals that live in their area? I mean, that's the equivalent of all our books just being about like fucking animals.
I
Don't they have fiction?
I do I do find it ironic that there's so much Pokemon knowledge yet no one's filled out a Pokedex.
Yeah,
Do you
no,
know what I
no,
mean?
no. It's
There's a
they,
bit
they
of a
don't have
flaw
the
in their
internet yet. Like it's pretty.
yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't say that it's exactly low tech because they have the ability to just like transport living beings digitally into a computer. I think that's pretty high tech. And if they haven't figured out how to
Oh yeah.
run a Wikipedia page yet, um, poor form, poor form. Priorities just aren't there.
Yes. No, I agree.
So we get sent off in a merry way to just go. I think he doesn't really tell us to do anything until we go to the Pokemon Mart, right? Did he actually tell us to do anything, or was he just like, oh yeah,
uh,
go off?
I think so. I did sort of rush past the text. It's like a, it's just such a very like I know the story by now. Whether even though I haven't played the game, so I'm like, I just want to start. I just want to play Pokemon. I don't want to walk around in grass finding this map or a parcel. Sorry, the parcel which contains two Pokedexes.
No, no.
At
Here's the thing. It doesn't. That's what I thought it did. But I read the
oh,
bloody text this time because I was like, I'm playing this again. May as well get the full experience. That's where you're wrong, good sir. So I
oh
always thought the
wow,
Pokedexes were there, but the Pokedexes are in his lab before we even get the package. And in the package is a special. Where did I put it? It's like a specially designed ball.
oh a ball.
Yeah, he's like ordered a new
Oh.
Pokemon ball of some kind.
The Master
Yeah.
Ball
Well, that's what I was thinking. Is it? It's no. It's a
has to
custom
be.
Pokeball. So like a
Mm.
custom, like he's designed this thing, and that's not where the mystery stops with this cheeky little Professor Oak. He's also got an email. He's got an email from the Indigo Pokemon
Wow,
League HQ, and they're asking him to please visit them. What the fuck is going on? I do not remember any of this.
this
Where's
is
this
all
in the
news to me.
story?
Um, Professor Oak lives a double life. Oh, maybe he's part of like you know how they have what's it called? Here we have the United Nations. There's probably United Nations or equivalent in the Pokemon universe, and Oak is like top of the top. I don't
Yeah.
know, man.
He
Oak
is
gets
the
around.
Pokemon professor, I guess, and it seems like
He's the
everybody is
one.
just about Pokemon. That's all they read about. So yeah, maybe he is just top shit.
My goodness. Yeah,
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know, but it's a very slow game. I'm not
Hmm.
going like I'm walking around. Where's the run button, Asher? Where's the run button?
You don't get a
That's
run
my
button.
one thing.
There's no run
You're
button.
like theorizing about United Nations, Professor Oak. I'm theorizing about the run button. Like, where do you like? Oh my goodness. Like I did. Admittedly, I am a bit boring when it comes to Pokemon. I turn off battle animation, so like I don't have the animations on for.
Hmm.
Like, not that there is many animations to
Nah, it's
begin
just
with,
like moving
and
the little pixel forward a bit and just like hit tackled. You're like,
yeah,
did it just
yeah,
shuffle
right.
forward?
And even like little things like the menuing as well, like really jagged, really heavy to navigate as well, and the text is big and everything like that. And so I've changed it to fast text.
Hmm.
I've turned
Oh
off
no, I
battle
changed to fast
animation
tech like immediately. I was like,
immediately,
no, this is moving way
immediately,
too
right?
slow.
But I've added a layer of difficulty to mine where I've changed it to set.
Oh.
So after you've changed, because I think realistically, right, as the player, you are striving to become the champion,
Hmm.
right? When you are battling other trainers, do they have the option to change Pokemon after you've beaten them?
No, no, you raise a very
They
good
don't.
point.
So why should I get that advantage? What makes me better? As far as I'm concerned, if I become champion with that option turned on, I've cheated. So why can't I be like the rest? Why can't I integrate into society? Why can't I escape within my own reality, but
Okay.
realistically?
No, no, I'll
You know
take
what
you
I
on with
mean?
that. I will agree, and I will follow suit. I'll swap to the set style. Unfortunately, I've already taken out. I've already played battles against other trainers with
All right.
shifting when it gave me the opportunity to do so. But I will change my heathenist ways.
Never too
Because
late,
no,
and
no,
I
I
encourage
like
it.
the argument that you bring up. But um, if we're going to be fair, I think it's difficult to predict with trainers, but I think we can look it up for the gym battles, perhaps. And we can maybe, since they
Ooh.
only have like a certain amount of Pokemon, why should we be allowed to bring in six versus, for example, with Brock, he only had two Pokemon.
Oh,
Should we
we're
only be
getting
bringing
technical.
in the same amount of Pokemon that they have?
Ooh. So what are you suggesting that we alter our teams to suit the fairness of the gym battle?
Well, just not walking in with a 4 Pokemon advantage.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't
because I
need to
did take
alter
on the
it too
gym.
much. Yeah.
I took on the gym with 3 Mons. I
Oh,
only ended
should
up using
we?
2.
Oh, well, let's save that
So
for once we get to Pewter City. I do
yeah.
have a question for you
Okay.
though. Um,
Go on.
did you beat your rival in Pokemon Professor Oak's lab?
Do you want the short answer?
Uh, Mate, the whatever answer you think is appropriate.
I tried. I tried. That was the I tried. Yeah, there's not much I can do with a growl and a tackle. All right. I didn't even tell you my starter Pokemon.
No, you didn't.
So
No.
I also chose Bulbasaur,
Oh,
nicknamed him Pookie Bear because
why?
he's my little Pookie Bear. Because Bulbasaur goes under the radar, man. He's my little Pookie Bear.
He's your
Like
little
I've never
Pookie
picked
bear.
Bulbasaur. Little Pookie
What the
Bear.
hell does that
So
even
I've
mean? What
yeah.
does a Pookie bear mean?
It's like, oh, he's my little cutie pie. Like, he's my little pookie bear. Oogie, joogie, joogie, joogie. Like that kind of thing. And you squish their cheeks. It's like, look, my little guy. He's going to grow up to be big and strong,
No,
Big and strong. We grow together.
I understand we all have our interests and we find certain things attractive. No, I
Oh,
can't.
wait.
I think Bulbasaur is disgusting. Um, I think it's the ugliest out of the three of them. I'm a
I'm
Bulbasaur
trying.
stan all the way. But nah, man. Look at the sprite. The thing's atrocious. It's a train wreck.
I'm giving it a chance, Asher. I am trying my darnest over here to give Bulbasaur a chance. I was tossing up between Squirtle and Bulbasaur. Charmander would have been my go-to.
Hmm.
But also, again, I'm thinking strategically as well. Yeah, I'm taking in the more of the charm of the game, but I'm also trying to weigh up, being strategic. And I guess that's another way to play the game, right? Is do you be strategic or do you play to enjoy it? And I think the purpose of this podcast is we both, right? We want to be able to strategize, but we also want to enjoy the game too. So
Yeah, well,
and I
we
feel
want to
like Bulbasaur.
reinvigorate that passion. So
Exactly.
we got
So
to
that's the
enjoy
whole
it.
purpose. So I feel like Bulbasaur, although not the best pick, well, I actually know for sure in the speedrunning community that Squirtle is the best pick.
Oh,
But
okay.
Bulbasaur needs the love as well. And I feel like picking Bulbasaur was the right choice. And if I'm gonna get through this adventure, we may as well get through it with the little guy that doesn't get enough love.
With the little Pookie
Hence
bear.
why he's my little Pookie Bear. Absolutely my little Pookie Bear.
Okay.
Lost the did you beat your rival battle?
Oh man, I should have. I
Oh
fucking threw
no.
it away, man. I threw it away. I was having too much fun.
How'd you throw
No,
it,
because the
bro? How'd you...
guy, I do a bit of a tackle, and he goes growl. I'm like, idiot! Don't you know you need to scratch me? Absolute idiot. Do another
Absolute
tackle. He
idiot.
growls. He growls. I'm like, oh my god. I do another tackle. He growls. I'm like, oh, but I'm like doing like 0 damage at this point. Like I'm doing like maybe 3 damage,
Oh god.
and I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
fine. I'll play a little game. So I do another growl at him, and then he does another growl. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, mate? He does 6 growls in a row. So I'm growling back at him. I'm like, all right, mate, I can growl. You can growl. We can do this all fucking day. Then he scratches me, gets 3 crit hits in a row. I'm doing like zero
Yes.
damage to him because he's been growling at me the entire time. And I lose.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm
I
so
should
sorry,
have
but
just
I'll
tackled
resonate
him.
with that. I'll resonate with that so well. That critical hit rate, like you'll hear throughout, but the critical hit rates are
It's
disgusting, Asher.
disgusting how much damage it
Oh,
did.
bro, oh my god, I'll get a critical hit against like a not very effective move. Like only. I'll never get a critical hit anywhere else. I'll get critted though 17 times in a row, just like you did.
Ugh.
And I tried your strat. I tried your strat, but on the Charmander, I tried
Hmm.
growling, and then I tried scratching. And nothing. And then he got 2 critical hits on me as well. It
That's
was
all it
like
takes. 2 crits and then you're done.
that's all it takes. And I'm pretty sure I don't know if it applies to Gen 1, but when you get a crit, when you get a critical hit, it ignores all the stat changes.
Well, yeah, because the growls were making it like 1 damage, and then yeah, all of a sudden it's just I think it was for me 5 damage or 6 damage that he did. So yeah,
Which is
it completely ignored all the growls. It's like he put his fingers in his fucking ears, and he's like, "Yeah, no, I got this, mate."
yeah. Oh my God. But yeah, very much so. Not used to it at all. Like I'm not used to going backwards now. Like even like little things like the experience share and how that functions as well. I'm not sure if you're aware of the newer generations and how the experience share works now.
No, no
You're
idea.
constantly changing. You're constantly changing your party to train up your Pokemon now. I'm feeling these small changes that I didn't even notice until I've gone back and played the Gen 1 game, and it's like,
Mm.
holy moly, like
Don't know
the
what you got
game's a
till it's gone.
drag. Yeah, it's literally right. Like, wow, it is a drag just to train up a Pokemon
Mm.
as well. And I was looking forward to running into Joey, but they don't have names.
Joey.
These trainers, the
Oh,
Joey
youngster
with the
Joey.
pants guy,
Yeah,
youngster, yeah.
yeah, I don't know. When is he in? When does he pop up? Yeah, because they don't have names in this game. It's
They
just
don't
like
have names, so you don't know if it's him.
Bugcatcher and Bugcatcher. I didn't come across any youngsters, but I know they're around. Just in my locals, it's
Yeah, I
pretty
came
much just
across
Bugcatchers.
a junior trainer as well. I came across,
Oh,
but
in Brock's gym.
yeah,
Mm,
Brock's gym.
yeah.
God, yeah. But what else happened? What was noteworthy? What was like a highlight and a low light
Okay,
to
here's
you?
a low light. I'll have that for you. It's for a poor, unfortunate shopper in Pokemart in Viridian City. I'm sorry. You've got the. So did you pick up the potion from the salesman on Route 1 on the way to Viridian City?
Yeah, the sample. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, sample. This guy's just handing out free potions, right? Just handing them out.
Yeah,
They don't even
yeah.
fucking sell potions at Viridian City. So you're like, oh yeah, I've got a potion. Yeah, I really like this. Great. I'm gonna go buy some more. No, they've given them all away for free. And meanwhile, there's this poor man in the Pokemart, and he's just like, I need potions, and they're all sold out. The little shithead doesn't know just to go down south, and there's a guy just handing them out for free. Pokemart, what is your business model? Don't give away all your
This
product.
guy, this guy's not even making it. This guy's not even making it subtle. He's out in the open, in the fields. You know what I mean? He's
He's
like,
like
"Hey
the only
guys,
one
potions,
there.
potions." It's like he's boycotting the Pokemon's. You know what I
Oh,
mean? It's
unless
like
this
he's
guy
had
is
one
not
bad day.
actually working for Pokemon. He's like a Robin Hood. He's like stolen all the potions. He's just giving them away for free.
Great disguise by him
Yeah.
to sneak in, take all the potions, the samples, and
Mm.
why would you hand them out for free though? Why wouldn't you go down the black market route and you profit from it?
No, because
Very
this guy
generous.
like he wants to fight against the system. You know, he wants to get rid of like the private healthcare because everyone
Yeah,
needs to
well,
pay to use potions, even though bloody Pokemon Center is free. So
goodness.
there goes that theory.
Wow.
Never mind, I said that.
Gordon Ramsay's Gordon Ramsay's not happy with that, I'll tell you
No,
what.
no, no. Gordon Ramsay threw a fit when he found out what was happening at that Pokemart. It was
Fucking
Hell's
raw.
Pokemart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell's smart, bro.
Hell's Smart. Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
Pokeball's not designed properly. Yeah, wow. I so that was your low light, huh?
No, it gets worse. So I walk into this
Oh,
bloody Pokemart before this even happens, and I get racially profiled.
oh.
Yeah, this manager at the store looks at me. He sees the way that I the complexion of the Pallet Town, whatever Pallet Town people look like, and he goes, "Oi, you're from Pallet Town." How does he know?
Oh.
He just takes a look at me. He just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I know your type. You're a Pallet Town person.
Bro's
And
made an
because
assumption,
of that,
bro.
he's like, free labor. Why do you deliver this package?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I feel
Outrageous.
that.
Outrageous.
Wow.
These guys don't know how to
It's
run a
almost like
business.
I don't know about you, Asher, but it's
Mm,
almost like we're playing the same game. It's almost like playing. I ran into that exact same problem. I don't know
no.
how on earth. Yeah,
What'd you
same
say to
thing.
him?
Racially profiled.
Did you just go along with it?
Well,
I was so embarrassed I had to just do it, but like, what did you do?
well, I'm surprised. You're Gordon Ramsay. I'm surprised he didn't say anything.
I'm
But
surprised I
I just
couldn't.
went along with it.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
just went along with it.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
just
what you can
mum
do. Like,
didn't raise me right. Mum raised me to be a good boy, but mum didn't raise me to talk back.
no, it's
I didn't have a
it's
father.
systematic. There's nothing you can really
You know,
like. Sure, you can cause a fuss, but
absolutely.
that's not going to change anything.
Mm,
Pallet Towner, everyone looks down on them as scum. That's why we're out there trying
absolutely.
to make a point.
I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna go with Karen next game. To be honest, I'll go with Karen. So if I am hit with this task, I'll cause a fuss for sure.
Full on Karen mode. Yeah, I love that. I love
Full
that.
on fit. I'll
That's
break the
coming for
game.
gold
I'll
and
mob the
silver,
game.
Karen.
Oh, just watch out.
Watch out.
Hopefully we get Joey in that game as well. I'll tell you
Yeah,
what. But
maybe that's where
I
the
really
names come
was
in. They add a lot in
really
Bulba's Ever, I
looking.
think.
Yeah, they do. I just like it's just a much more nostalgic generation for me as well.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm in terms of nostalgia right now, I'm not really feeling any towards the game because the jankiness and the slowness of the game, unfortunately for me, they outweigh the nostalgia, the nostalgic feel. It's very slow, jaggery. The text
Mm.
is too big. The gameplay's too slow. Even like little things, like I was saying before, like you can't even sort out the move order that you want. So like I'm trying, like with one of my Pokemon, I'm trying to spam tackle. So I'm just pressing A constantly, but I've got Growl on the top of my move list. So I'm constantly spamming Growl by accident against wild level 2 Weedles. You know what I mean? That you just use String Shot. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I need to Growl. I need to do that. But one of my lowlights was trying to catch a Pidgey.
Mm.
Spoiler alert, I didn't catch the Pidgey. Do you know why?
Why? It flew away.
Because it sand attacked me like 10 times. And I was trying to weaken it. Wasn't even trying to catch it, actually, sorry. I was trying to just kill it. But it ended up killing me. And it was like level 3 and I was level 6.
That's just
Like,
embarrassing. That's really
well, yeah. And it made me realize,
that
is
you're
this the
bad at this
price of
game.
choosing? Well, shut up, bro. You know what? You'll have your coming. But it made me realize, was this the price of me choosing Bulbasaur? You know?
Mm.
Because Bulbasaur's kind of whack. Bulbasaur doesn't learn Vine Whip until level
13.
13. 13,
Absolutely
yeah.
atrocious. I thought we were going to get bloody Vine Whip in time for the
You and
Brock
me both.
battle. And like it
You and
just
me
never
both.
came. And then all of a sudden he's like, oh, we've got a new move. I think this was like level 7 or something. Bloody Leech
Yeah.
Seed. What is the. What am I going to do with
Okay,
this?
no, you know what though? Leaf Seed did come in handy for me a couple of times.
Oh, yeah. Can you
Um,
let me know about
yeah.
that?
The thing
Yeah,
was
what is
Leaf
it?
Seed.
You Leech Seed. Yeah, go on.
How good is Leaf Seed? It's kind of helped me a lot, that move. And I'm actually glad it came early. Like because we were touching on before how Vine Whip comes a bit late, but I'm actually glad that we get Leech Seed anyway. I would have preferred if we'd gotten Leech Seed after, but it helped me with the gym, pretty much. Can we talk about the gym yet? Or
No,
like
man,
because
we
I
haven't even stepped foot into Viridian Forest, man. You just rushing ahead.
man,
Mate, I
oh
know you want
man.
those running shoes, but come on, mate. Come
I'm
on, mate.
running, I'm
You
running.
can't just fucking fly through the forest.
I'm zooming. The forest for me was bit like I don't know. It was a bit of a nothing
Oh no, it
section
was
for
such a
me.
nothing thing.
Wasn't
I
it?
caught a Pokemon there though. I finally because I've been Gordon Ramsay's just been like on the hunt for something that looks like food, and let me tell you, the pickings were pretty fucking slim.
Yeah,
So far, Rattata not a food, Pidgey not a food.
yes,
That's pretty much all you can get
absolutely.
until you get to Viridian Forest. But I tell you what is a food, um, cannelloni, which is the name for
Oh,
Kakuna. Um,
oh,
yeah,
oh, a Kakuna. Oh, so you're getting a
yeah.
Beedrill. So you're gonna have a Beedrill. I like to look ahead. You're getting a Beedrill
No,
and a
so I
Venusaur.
can't evolve Kakuna because Beedrill doesn't look like food. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
is that
So
what you're doing? You're
Beedrill is
going
not
with
cannelloni shaped. Kakuna is cannelloni shaped, and probably inside tastes a bit
that.
like cannelloni as well. It's like a little hard
Mm.
shell, and inside's like a little bit soft, cheesy, mushy goodness. Yum yum.
Can this food attack?
Oh, it knows how to the poison sting and harden. So yeah, best of
Okay.
both worlds.
Well, that's it. Well, I came across a Spearow.
Yes,
My
the elusive version exclusive.
absolutely the elusive. I nicknamed it Clock, just because I took a while to catch it. And then once I caught it, I had
His
a
name's a
phone call,
genius, mate.
which yes, yes. Keep him coming. I'm all right. And then once I caught him, I had a phone call from a friend that lasted an hour. So I was stuck on that screen that you caught Spiro like screen for like an hour. I'm like, what can I call it? What can I relate it to? Any past events that happened within the hour? Oh yeah. I had a phone call with someone and it took me a long time, so I'll call you Clock.
Yeah, all right.
Like that's my thing. And then I ended up catching a Nidoran female as well, which I think is another version exclusive.
Yeah, I didn't come across any
Uh,
Nidoran females. I came across, I think, a Nidoran male, so that might be it.
That might be it. Yeah. So it was the route. I'm not sure what route it was. To the left of Viridian City.
Ah, where you
You
bump
know
into the
that
rival
big
again.
patch. yes, the big patch
Mm.
of grass. And I came across a Nidoran, and at first I got really excited because I'm thinking it must be rare because I do not remember ever coming encountering a Nidoran this early in any Gen 1 game, like you Fire Reds or you Gold Silver, any chance you get to go into Kanto. So I'm like, okay, so early in the game, we'll try this Nidoran female, and I ended up I wanted to weaken it, so I did one tackle, did half damage, and I'm like, okay, I'll do another tackle,
No.
and if it does the same amount of damage, it'll get me to one. It'll get it
No.
to
The
one
crit.
HP. Guess what happened, Asher?
The
The
crit.
crit, the
The
crit, man.
crit.
I was actually I was like I had a full on fit as well. Like I had a full on fit. Like I was, oh my god. I'm like I can't believe it. I'm never going to encounter another Nidoran in my whole entire fucking life. And and then lo and behold, so I ran to a Spearow and I caught that clock hour later. And then I ended up encountering another Nidoran and I did the exact same strat. And I'm
Mm.
thinking, no, my luck, it's going to happen twice. But we didn't. I was persistent. I love being consistent. Oh man, but so that was my team, and my other thing is I am gonna try go for a niche. And is that the word, Asher? I don't know, but
It
you know
is
what I
now.
mean.
Yeah, sure. Nisha. Yeah, Nisha. Yeah.
A niche sort of team. I picture what a typical team would look like now, and I probably have a Rattata and a Pidgey with my
It,
Bulbasaur. You know what I mean?
sorry, can you say Rattata again?
Rattata, Brad,
Rattata? What the fuck?
Rattata. Oh my god,
Rattata? Oh my god.
Rattata. How do you say it?
I Rattata?
Rattata.
Rattata.
Why am I saying
Rattata?
Rattata?
You said
Oh,
Rattata, and that like
yeah.
Rattata. Wait, what is it?
You say Rattata. You say Rattata. I say Rattata. You know what I mean? Like,
You shouldn't. No one should say Rattata. I think.
is it?
Get
Do you know
out.
how we say potato, potato? Is that what? Do they have
No
like
one
those
says patata.
sayings?
I'm sorry, no one says patata.
I
It's
know,
it's
but do they
tomato,
say?
tomato.
Do they have?
There must be a Rattata. Yeah,
Do they have those sayings, but in the Pokemon universe?
yeah,
You know how they have that big library of books? Do they
mm,
have one library book dedicated to like sayings that they
mm.
say the Pokemon equivalent of? You know what I mean?
Because
Like the
the
light.
Pokemon world famously doesn't have potatoes for them to have this praise of power. They're like, well,
Well,
no
you're the chef.
potatoes, so
You're the chef here. You'd know. You know what I mean?
now they use
But like,
gloom,
you know
don't
how we
they?
say light at the end of the tunnel,
Mm.
light at the end of Viridian Forest. You know what I mean? Like it's that kind of thing. Do they say it like that? Who knows?
Yeah,
Man,
maybe.
yeah,
But that's super
maybe,
like specific though. I think that'd be very dialect. That'd be very for that
maybe,
area. Like people in
maybe
Viridian
I've got it.
City, maybe Palatown, Pewter City, they'd be like, oh yeah, light on the other side of Viridian Forest. And then they move over to like, I don't know, Vermilion City and they'd be like, oh yeah, it's just light at the end of the Viridian Forest. And the people there would be like, mate, what the fuck are you talking about? The
Where's
fuck's a
that, bro?
Viridian
It's like
Forest?
2 meters away from you though. Like realistically on the map, everywhere's like a 5 minute walk,
Oh, I know.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Not even like a 10-second walk. But no, like so that's my party so far, and I'm
Mm.
actually really happy with them. I'm happy getting a Nido Queen and a Firo. I'm happy to take a Firo to the champion, like
Okay.
that kind of thing.
That's different to
Um,
the regular Pidgeot. So Fearo's
yeah,
quite different.
exactly.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna try and do with all the games now. Is try and make different choices. Then I want to play the game as different as I can. Um,
Right.
because some games I'll be given a second chance to play through as well, such as the Gen 4 games, and but this is my first time going through it, but I've already played Gen 1 through other games and stuff, so I want to, I don't know, play it through my own lens and perspective, and see how triumphant I guess I can be, um, you know, playing it
Okay.
differently.
Sure. And did you
Um,
end up seeing the light of at the end of Viridian Forest? Like, how was your journey through
I
that?
I did. I had the mindset of training up my weaker two Pokemon. I had the gym in mind, so
Mm.
trying to switch between them. So the battles were prolonged, but no dramas really. Like,
Yeah.
because I kept switching between Nidoran and then Spearow and making sure they were both evenly leveled as well, and had to do some grinding as well. Before the gym and things like that. Just your typical
Typical
Pokemon
RPG stuff.
playthroughs. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. How
Well,
about you? How was your journey?
listen, you know how Pokemon like we know Gen 1's a little bit it's a little bit it's a little bit retarder. So I just had to use that. I had to use that. But like, no, it's a little bit broken. So
Yeah.
I didn't think the broken things would be appearing this quickly. Unless I'm just wrong about something. But so I was training my little cannelloni, getting my pasta just a little bit harder, just getting a little bit more scrumptious, tasty for Brock, just to
Al
like get
dente, mate.
his
Al dente.
get like a nice little al dente. And the great thing about a cannelloni from the Kanto region is that if it gets a little bit too soft, it been in the water for a bit too long, just get it to use a harden. Fine, all back to that al dente stage. Anyway,
Wow.
so I'm using poison sting against these bloody Weedles, and they're using poison sting against me, and it's coming up as super effective.
What?
What's going on here? So
Poison.
the poison, from my understanding, poison's just like normal against bug, but not very effective against poison, right?
So it should be overall should be not very effective.
Yeah.
Realistically, I I am aware that the type chart is very different.
Oh, is it different in Gen 1?
Yeah, like I think psychic is a very overpowered type in that generation. Um, but I know it's different, Asher, but I don't know how. I can't elaborate on it. Do you know what I
Well,
mean? Like I know it's different.
I'll tell you right, here's a little cheeky little
Tell
tip.
me. Go on,
It's
tell me.
nothing to do with the bloody type chart. This game is this is an error. This is
Right.
a discrepancy.
Fatal.
Because
Ooh.
I was like, okay, maybe in this game, bug is super effective against poison, super effective against bug, which means that poison, it being not very effective, would mean that it would be neutral, right? A super effective and a
Right.
not very effective should be neutral, but it's still super effective. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just super effective against bug, and poison is nothing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but poison and sting against bloody Bulbasaur is not very effective because Bulbasaur is poison grass. So poison is
Right.
not very effective, but it's super effective against grass. So like, what the hell is going on in this game? Do type
That
matchups even
sounds
matter?
it sounds like a glitch, right? I reckon the games are glitchy. I'll tell you what, the games are glitchy. But I have no answers. Asher, I have no answers.
Well,
We might
I'm going to be testing this further throughout our journey through Kanto, and hopefully we arrive to an answer and we can figure out what this actual type chart is, because maybe it's got its own stupid little rules.
Yeah, I reckon. Well, the other thing I know with Gen 1 is that certain types determine whether. So it's not the moves, but it's the types of the moves that determine whether they are physical or special.
Okay.
I don't know if you know this. So, like,
No.
fire attacks, no matter what it is, could be fire punch, but it is always special. So it always
Okay.
uses your special stat.
Hmm.
But I think normal. Oh no, flying. I know for sure. Flying uses your attack stat, and if you'll see when they level up, you only have 4 stats that can be increased. You've got attack, defense, special, and speed. You've only got 4. So the special stat is only used with certain types, and the attack stat is used with the other half of the types that are available.
Well,
So
there's some
psychic,
secret
I know for
stats as
sure,
well,
special.
though. Aren't there? There's like the accuracy stat that apparently goes down, but we don't know what that is. We don't get access to that information. It's like the drifting
Yeah,
stat
well,
in Mario Kart. The special accuracy stat.
that's true. That's true. The accuracy stat for me, I always assume it starts at 1, and then if it goes down the stage, then it's 80%, 60%. Like, then you have a window where you can miss.
So
But
you think that all Pokemon have the same accuracy at
yeah,
the beginning?
yeah, accuracy, yeah.
So you think
Well,
a
let me tell you what though.
Pidgeot has the same accuracy as a Zubat, which mind you, I will remind you, has no fucking eyes.
Yeah, come on, you're being too technical now.
Mate.
You can't lay this on me. You can't expect me to justify your logic when video game logic we have learned, Asher, in the past does not discriminate. It does not care.
It
It
sounds like a
does not
broken game
care.
to me. I mean, I'm
Trust
starting
me.
to understand why I got disenfranchised with this bloody game. None
the
of it makes
logic has
sense.
been the logic has been empowering your brain too much. You're like, I can't take it. I can't take it. This makes no sense.
I'm already
Um,
disenfranchised. It's still game one. This hasn't fixed shit.
Gym one, game one, gym one. Oh no. No, but what were we saying? I've sort of just lost track. Oh my god, we go off in tangents, don't we? I love it. I love it so much, don't we? But okay, let's finally we get to the gym, yeah? We get to the
We
gym.
get to Pewter City. Yeah.
Beforehand though, I waste $50 going through a museum with two fucking like little artifacts to look at.
Mm.
But what was interesting was I got to the top level
Oh
and
yeah,
they're
I want to talk about this
using
too.
real world locations. They're using there's an NPC that goes, I was there for the moon landing that happened on July, I think,
Mm.
2nd, 1969. After that game do they reference real life events?
I.
And then they had the space shuttle in the top right corner,
Mm.
which was from Colombia.
Whoa.
Colombia being in the same universe as Kanto, on the same Earth. What kind of like real world shit is that?
Okay, so
Do you know what I mean?
here's a little tidbit. So I
Yeah, go on.
desperately wanted to talk about this. So I'm glad that you brought
Mm,
this up. So yeah, you're
hmm.
right that this guy does talk about the moon landing. And he said it
Right,
was
yeah.
1969, and this is an old guy. This guy's been around the
Oh
block. He
yeah.
looks like 80 years old or something like that. I wonder how old he was when the moon landing happened. Like, what year
Right.
are we in? That's my question, and that will
Well,
inform some later stuff. But go on.
I assume that the year we're in is the game that is the same year that the game is released, which is I don't even know, I couldn't tell you, but not
Nah,
90s, the 90s,
nah,
right?
nah, nah,
No?
nah, nah. I believe that this is set several decades after, because
Well, I mean,
the space shuttle that's there isn't from Columbia, Stacy. The space shuttle is called the Space Shuttle Columbia, and this space
oh,
shuttle
I'm dumb. Yeah,
exploded
God.
in 2003. It did not land, and it like incinerated all the astronauts on board as well.
Oh, are you implying, Asher, that
I'm
we could
implying
be
that
set
the,
in
the
like,
the space shuttle did not explode. It got transported to an alternate dimension here in Kanto, the Pokemon world.
oh, so they know of the Earth realm,
Yeah. And I
but
think this guy that's talking about seeing the moon landing, he's from the original Earth. He's one of those astronauts.
oh my God. So he's come with the spaceship
Yeah.
Columbia.
Mm,
Colombia.
Colombia.
Wow. That's a really interesting theory. I mean, like if I was going to theorize without doing my research, I
Mm.
would have assumed that this game was set 19, let's say, what
The
year
game
was
came
it
out in like
released? That's really
1994, I think.
yeah, so that's I would assume when the game is set
Well,
in
maybe
the
the,
year of
the
the
English
release
release
and
English release was 94, I think. I don't know when the Japanese version
mm.
came out.
So that's really interesting to me then. Like
Yeah.
I
So
don't
you get
know.
to see
Mate,
this multi-dimensional craft, a piece of Earth history.
Earth, yeah.
Yeah, a completely different dimension, and you get to see two bloody like cool fossils for the entry of 50p. And you had the heart to complain, Stacy. You were
Okay,
complaining
is
about
it
the entrance fee on that,
okay?
and you get to see a
Well, now let's
multi-dimensional spacecraft. Shame on you.
no, no. Let's talk about the exchange rates now. Then you know what? Let's talk about exchange rates.
Okay.
What is that money? Is it $50 or 50p or
I
50
don't. It's
cents?
50p. It says a little p button next to it.
50p. But
There's a
like
little
what?
p symbol.
If I get a $50 note out of my wallet right now, is
Mm.
that the exact same as getting charged 50p for a museum with
Mate,
two
we only have
artifacts in
foreign exchange. We don't have multi-dimensional exchange. I don't know what the rate is.
it? So like, okay, well, I'm going to assume because I had 150p
Mm.
in my wallet, and the guy just, I walked one pixel up, and he's like, okay, 50p, bro. I didn't even want to walk in there, and
Oh, do
next
you
thing
not
you
get a
know, I'm there.
choice? Do you just pay it
Nah,
automatically?
okay, that's a lie. That's a lie. Low
Were you
key, I
robbed,
wanted to walk.
Stacy? Is this like
I
Pokemart
could have
version
been
2, and yet again you didn't stand up for yourself?
knocked twice for yes. It's a cry for help. But no, like I don't know. I don't know. It's so hard to get money in this game as well. I'm so broke. I struggled. I struggled to buy like two Pokeballs. And like, I I just want money, man. I just want money to buy potions. If there's potions available, I don't even know if there's potions
Now
available.
they were sold out of already. I didn't check pewter, um, but yeah,
Yeah,
maybe they have in stock.
I didn't check.
Yeah, maybe you should check Pewter City Mart.
I didn't check either.
Outside of the museum, was there anything else really of note in Pewter
I
City?
went to that the bottom right corner of Pewter City where there
Yeah.
was that vacant grass area, and
Oh, and the
I
guy's
asked the
just like going
guy,
ham with like
he's
repels or
renovating
something.
or something. Yeah. I reckon he was renovating.
Oh
Because then
yeah,
I'm thinking, when we play Fire Red and Leaf Green, or if we play Gold and Silver, because I can't remember for the life of me, but if we go back to that spot in the later games, is there something there?
I don't.
Do you
Probably
know what
not
I mean?
Pokemon from all the repel. I don't know. I can't remember.
But like, is there a building, or is there like, the Pokemon fan club, which is in the later games, things like that
Man,
that they
imagine a Pokemon
finally
fan
integrate.
club being built on like the corpses of all these Pokemon that have died from
Oh,
the repel. Actually, no,
oh,
repel doesn't do that, does it?
no, it
No,
deters
no.
them.
Yeah,
They go
fair point.
away. Bye bye. See you
Sorry,
later,
my English
Pokemon.
ain't that good. I'm from Pallet Town.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's right. That's fair enough. Yeah.
Um,
Um, I
but
forgive
apart
you.
from that, it's pretty much just like the gym that's left in Pewter City. And mate,
It's
you are
it's
not allowed to
yeah.
leave. You're not allowed to leave unless you face this guy.
I tried that too.
And
I
even
was
if you
like, let's
try and
see what's
lose,
over
he still
here.
won't let you in.
The guy walked me over. Not gonna lie,
Mm,
it was a bop, walks you
mm,
over,
mm,
and then here's my thing.
mm.
So you're not allowed to jump over fences in the
Oh
game.
mate, he just
Where
went
does he
straight
go?
through it.
Where does he go? He's gone. He's gone.
Nah, he's the
And
other
so I go
astronaut.
back.
He got multidimensional
Oh,
powers.
he stepped on the fence, and then the gravity turned off. He's like, okay, bye.
Woo! Just floated off into the
Woo!
sky.
Went up. Yeah, but you don't see that because it's off screen,
Mm,
so
mm. You just got to
you
leave it
don't
up to your
even.
imagination, really.
Yeah, no evidence, no evidence. And then I walked into the gym.
Mm.
Optional if you want to battle the trainer, and I love that. So naturally, I go for the challenge. I love
You
it.
won?
And then I find out I love the challenge. I
Oh,
go
you went
in,
for it. Yeah,
I
yeah.
walk, I went for it. Obviously, you can walk around and be a little pussy, but you know what? I decided to show off my giant kakuna, if you catch my drift, and walked right through.
Right. Yeah, that's so brave.
And
You're such a big, strong
absolutely,
12-year-old man.
absolutely. Oh, wait
Um,
until you see it use hardened. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, so I battled
this
this
is a
guy, and then
12-year-old.
he.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, sorry. It's just so can't control it sometimes. You can't hide it.
Mm.
Anyway, so he throws out. Who was it? It was a ground. It was Diglett. It was Diglett. It was ground types only. That trainer. I tell you what. And not gonna lie, Asher,
Mm.
I didn't expect level 11
Oh.
Diglett. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was
Luckily,
out of.
no. Yeah, that was a bit out of pocket. I was like, what the fuck is this game trying to do to me? Like, I already have a, are you trying to give me a death wish, or, that kind of thing. And so I had my little level 8 Nidoran. Um, and long story short, I died very quickly.
Oh,
I don't
no.
know if you were the same. Yeah, I don't know if you were the same. Like, I was like, wow, struggle town. The struggle is real. I have to actually spend more time on this game. Um, and train up.
Yeah,
I
I had a similar experience. I walked into there not expecting the level 11 Diglett, and I think it
yeah.
was like a level 10 Sandshrew that followed, or something
No,
similar
both
similar
11.
level.
Both
Okay,
11.
similar level, 11
Yep.
11. And it was a bit of a wake up call. Cannelloni did not make it through the battle.
I
Poison
can
Sting
imagine.
did jack shit. Um,
Jeez.
but Coleslaw was able to take out the other two. But that was a wake up call. And we were like, all right, we need to train, get this bloody Vine Whip, whatever
Yeah.
level that appears, turns out level 13. So we just
Yes.
grinded. We grinded until we got that Vine Whip. Baby.
So you okay? Well, I grinded my other two. So I ended up beating the Diglett, and then I lost to the Sandshrew. I was completely underleveled in all facets. Even my Bulbasaur was level 10, and so I brought up Bulbasaur to level 12, and I brought
Mm.
up Nidoran and Spearow to level 10, and I went back and defeated the trainer. So this is where Leech Seed comes in handy though, because my first thing that I do is Leech Seed. No matter what, I go leech seed, and then I just go growl, 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 growl. I use the stall technique. I became a very boring player
Mate,
in
you got to
order
do what you
to
got to
win.
do.
Exactly. We set homework, Asher, as you know, we set homework that we need to complete up to a certain point of the game if we want to do this podcast. And obviously, you guys are hearing this podcast because I had to fucking stall through the gym,
You put in
which is
that
great.
work.
Oh yeah. Oh, I put in a shift, mate. I put in double time. Pardon me. Yeah. So that was all well and good. And then we got to Brock himself.
Mate,
How did you find Brock?
piece of cake. So easy. So easy.
So
By
I
that
agree.
time, I had Vine Whip. And it was just like, bam, goodbye, Geodude. Bam,
Right.
goodbye,
How
Onyx.
so
And
how
then I whipped him in the face as well, just for good measure. And he gave me a TM called Bide.
oh fuck that move.
Oh,
Anyway,
yep, go on.
well, in a positive way, right?
Mm.
How can I ask you just quickly? How long roughly was that battle for you?
Oh, it was like 2 seconds.
Oh,
1 second
okay.
for each
Can you ask
Pokemon.
me?
How long was the battle for you?
20 minutes. So
What?
this is where I learned when you learn Fine Whip, right? I can hear you laughing. Geodude came out and I had Bulbasaur, so I'm like, okay, we'll Leech Seed you, and I'm expecting like I don't know if Rock Throw existed back then. I still don't know because he never used it. So he started using Tackle on me, tackle, tackle, tackle. So I throw out a Leech Seed, he's going Growl. I'm going Growl, 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 Tackle, Growl, 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 Growl,
Solid
Growl.
strategy.
I've got no super effective moves, mind you. I still don't have Vine Whip, so I'm tackle, 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 tackle. I switch out to Spearow, which is a bad decision, like in hindsight. But really, um, he still didn't have Rock Throw, so he's using tackle and only doing 3 damage to me, and I'm way under leveled. So I'm actually chilling. But you can imagine how long it takes. And I get to 1 HP and I'm thinking, oh my fucking God, what if he's gotten all the potion samples from this guy boycotting the Pokemart? You know what I mean? But luckily for me, Brock, eyes closed. He didn't see this guy. He didn't have any potions. So he switches to Onyx. So I switch back. Mind you, I'm on set as well. So the challenge is even harder. Nothing happened though. Oh my God. He started off, he used Bide. So I'm thinking, okay, Leech Seed, right? Leech Seed doesn't do direct damage to the to your opponent, right? It does indirect damage. So like it leeches the HP. So I just Leech Seed and started growling. And then 10 minutes later, Asher, I level up to level 13 after the battle. And guess what move I
Oh,
learned?
that would have been great.
Yeah, it's exactly. I'm like, oh, that's great. That would have been so great. So it was a 20-minute fiasco, Asher, and I'm not happy
Sounds like
about it, but
living
I did it.
hell. So you enjoying
It
the
was.
game so far? Like, sounds like you're having a
Um,
ball
do
not
you
being
want
able.
me to be? Do you want me to sugarcoat it?
Mate, please just sugar. Put as much like decorative
Oh, the
sugar on this
game.
as much as you
Oh, the
can.
game is so. Oh, it's so quirky. It has its quirks. I
Mm,
love it. I love Gen 1 so much. It's so good.
mm.
I love it. I love how slow it is. I love how no moves tell you what they do, right? Because you go into the menu. Oh, what does Growl do? It doesn't tell you. You don't know. You don't know what Growl does. You don't know if it attacks. What's a stat move? You have to use it to find out what it does. I would not like to nuzlocke the game. I'll tell you this right now.
We were thinking about that, weren't we? Initially, we
We
were thinking
were.
about like, why do we not lock it? I'm so glad we didn't. This game is
No,
tough. This game is
it
tough.
is tough as it is. And
Mm.
the amount of times my Spearow freaking kicked the bucket and then my Nidoran kicked the bucket just against the level 3 like Weedle or like you know what I mean. So like I would have lost the Nuzlocke ages ago if we had decided to Nuzlocke it. But look, it's quirky. I'm just glad we have the games that we do now because I'd rather play them.
So, are you? Would you say this is sort of working and getting you back into the other games? Then, so perhaps you've
It's
just.
it is, yeah. It's motivating me to get to those up to Gen 4. Like I really want to get to Gen 4.
So
And
Gen
once
4
we
is
get
like
there,
your
I'm gonna be
jam. Gen 4 is your
oh
jam.
yeah.
We've got a long
Not
way to
not
go. I hate to inform you,
yeah,
but
we do.
there's
Yeah.
several
We'll get
episodes
there.
away.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Trust me. That's all right. It's a good era. Gen 4, 5, and then even 6 is good. So like it'll be a good little ride. just these first three generations, like they get better, but it's just still really slow. What's your favorite generation, Asher?
I think Gen 3. I think Gen 3 for me.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's my least favorite generation. I just,
Really?
yeah, it's such a drag. I couldn't tell you how Ruby and Sapphire transpire, like in terms of like what happens.
Mate,
I
I don't
couldn't
remember
tell you.
either. I just remember enjoying it. And that might just be
It's
because
just,
nostalgia goggles, I was a kid. But we'll see when we
I
get there.
think, yeah.
So we both walk out of Pewter Gym. We've got badges in hands, we've got TM bides in hand, and we've left a whimpering, crying husk of a man in his gym.
All the
What
tears.
is our team looking like?
Um,
Like who's on your
great,
team at the moment?
great. I've got a level. I'm just going off memory here. I've got a
Yeah,
level
that's right.
11 Spearow called Clock. I've got a level 11 Nidoran female called Charm. I never actually
Charm, you
revealed
never, yeah, you never mentioned
nickname.
what the name was. Yeah.
Charm. And then I've got my little Pookie Bear who's level 13 and now knows Vine Whip. Um, yeah. I guess
What
Misty's next,
level?
right?
What
From
level
there.
did you say the Bulbasaur was? Pookie Bear, sorry.
13.
13.
13.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
So I've got two Pokemon on my team because I only came across really one other food item. So that's just coleslaw, level 15, and level
Oh,
8, cannelloni, the Kakuna.
level 15.
Yeah. Like
Growing up
Rob's
fast.
coleslaw kind of just like smashed right through the Brock's gym. Like cannelloni is terrible. Cannelloni is such a bad
Just,
Pokemon, and I can't even evolve
wow.
him. He's stuck as a
Wow.
cocoon. There better
So,
be some food items coming up in Mount Moon.
I would hope so. Oh my God. Like,
Good.
that is such a. Not only are you playing Generation 1 and like Generation 1, like the original, which is already hard enough, but you're limiting yourself in who you can use. What even can you even think of a food Pokemon off the top of your head that's in Gen 1?
Mate, we'll come across them. I can't. It might just be Venusaur and Kakuna goes into the Elite Four. I really hope I can find some others.
Kakuna goes into the Elite Four. I would laugh if you
Mate.
switched to Kakuna, lay the final poison sting, and it's not very effective. I would laugh so hard.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Well, I guess
Yeah.
that's to be continued and to be found out in the next episode when we go through Mount Moon. We visit
Yeah.
Cerulean City and we take down Misty. But until
Ooh,
then, this
yes.
has been Ashcroft Jones, Dear Info, with the still untitled podcast name. Hopefully, we'll have the name of it by next episode. And
Yeah.
I'm joined always by my dear friend. This is where you say your name.
Oh, sorry. This is new, guys. Haha. Stacy. Hoo-hoo. White latte. You can call. That's my gamer tag. You can call me Stacy. I like that too. But yeah, just bear with us. This was our first, I guess. Well, this is my first podcast I've ever done. I've never really done one of these, and so give us time. We'll perfect it, and you'll love us. Trust me.
Yeah, until then, smell you later.
Smell you later. Oh yeah. Bye bye.